Hi everyone and welcome to the second of Da Capo's music lesson videos. We're going to start with a game of Switch. If you've never played Switch before, it's nice and easy. The first thing you have to do is nothing. Just sit there and watch the video and do nothing. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this, you do nothing. That's easy, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to say the magic word. And I bet you can guess what the magic word is. It's the name of the game. I'm not going to say it until I'm ready. Okay, and when I say the magic word, you have to do these actions that I'm doing now, and I will swap and start doing a different action. Okay, so you won't be doing the same thing as me, you'll be doing what I'm doing now. Does that make sense? Okay, here we go. Switch! Okay, so you should be doing the actions that I was doing just now, and watching me to see what the next action is going to be. You ready? Switch. 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 Very good. Okay. And now let's have another go, but this time I won't do any talking. I won't help you out at the beginning. I'll just get going and I'll make it even more tricky. Okay, here we go. Switch. 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 Very good, very good. Well done if you did okay at that. If you struggled a little bit to get your hands in the right place, that's okay. Have another go. You can just rewind it and have another go. If you want to play the easier version that we did earlier, you can play that first if you want to get the hang of the game. Okay, the next game we're going to play is Copycat. So, nice and easy. I play a rhythm and you copy it back. Okay, so... Now, we're going to do some exactly the same, but instead of just me tapping, I'm going to say the words as well. So see if you can say the words to these rhythms as well as clapping them, okay? T, 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 ta, ta. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. T, T, ta, T, T, ta. Ta, 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 ta. T, 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 T. Ah, did you spot the difference between the tars and the TTs? Which ones go faster? Is it the TTs or the tars? Yeah, it's the TTs, isn't it? Okay, so if I do one like this, you'll be able to guess the words, won't you? See if you can guess the words here. Okay, did you say T, 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 T? If you did, you were right. Okay, what about this one then? Did you say ta, 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 ta? Because that's exactly the right answer if you got that one. Well done. Now try this one. Ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta. Did you get it right? I'm going to play a rhythm on the claves. Then there'll be a gap for you to say the words. And then I'm going to say the words and you can see if you got it right. Okay, here we go. Ti, 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 ta, ta. Ta, ta, ti, 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 ti. Ta, 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 ta. Ti, 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 ta. T ta, T ta. Ta ta, T ta. Ta, T ta ta. How did you get on? Don't worry if you didn't get them all right. Have another go and see if you can get really good at that one. Just doing the T's and the Tars. Maybe next time we play that game, we'll make it a bit trickier and add some other sounds in as well. Okay, it's time to move on to the next part of the lesson.
Mr. Parlow here again. Hope you're all well. Very nice to see you. So this is our rhythm cards section of the video. As you can probably guess from the rhythm cards on the wall behind me. First of all, let's have a look at how many cards we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I point to the fourth one over here, I'm going to disappear so that you can all see it. But that doesn't matter because it's the cards that you need to think about and that you need to focus on. All right, why don't we have a go at saying these through? We're going to say them all through without any gaps. Ready, and off we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ticka, ticka, ta, ticka, ticka, ti, 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 ta, ta, ticka, ticka, ti, ti, ticka, ticka, ta. Brilliant. Hope you all got on well with those. Okay, should we have a go at clapping them as we say them? Ready, and off we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ticka, ticka, ta, ticka, ticka, ti, 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 ta, ta, ticka, ticka, ti, ti, ticka, ticka, ta. Brilliant. Now, I would like to take one of these cards away. I would usually ask you to choose which one we want to take away, but I can't hear what you're saying. So I'm going to choose it. And which one shall I take away first? I think I'm going to take away this one. So it's the second card. Let's just remind ourselves how it goes. Ta, ticka, ticka, ta, ticka, ticka. Ta, ticka, ticka, ta, ticka, ticka. Do you think you can remember that one? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the card and I'm going to turn it round. And when we get to this card, I'm not going to say it, but I'm wondering if you'll be able to remember it and say it for me. Okay. Ready? And off we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. Ti, 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 ta, ta. Ticka, ticka, ti, ti, ticka, ticka, ta. Did you all remember it? I'm sure you did. All right, which one are we going to turn over next? Shall we do the last one? Ticka, ticka, ti, ti, ticka, ticka, ta. Think you can all remember that one? Let's turn it over. Okay. Now remember, I'm not going to say the last one or the second one. We're going to see if you can remember it, okay? And say it for me. Ready, and off we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. Ti, 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 ta, ta. How did you get on? Did you remember those two? Fantastic. Should we try and turn another one over? Let's see. I wonder. Let's go for the first one. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. So, going to turn this one round. Oh, make sure I don't lose the other one. All right. Ready, and off we go. Ti, 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 ta, ta. Wow, how did you get on? Did you manage to remember all three of those? Do you think we can be really, really clever and see if we can turn this one over as well? Should we have a go? Let's just remind ourselves. T, 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 ta, ta. I wonder if you can remember all of those. Let's have a go. Okay, on your own. Ready? And off you go. Wow, did you remember all of those? I bet you did. Okay, one last time, let's try it all together just to see if we've got it. Ready? And off we go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ticka, ticka, ta, ticka, ticka, ti, 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 ta, ta, ticka, ticka, ti, ti, ticka, ticka, ta. Well remembered, everybody. I'm sure you did that absolutely brilliantly. All right, lovely to see you. I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Dollard now, who's going to do some singing with you. Bye-bye.
Mr. Dollard, I am going to teach you a new song today. The song is called Dragons. Now, just like last week's song, this song has 4 heartbeats. So can you get the heartbeats going? It's quite a slow one, this one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that going and have a listen to the song. It goes like this. Gliding over snowy mountains, soaring through the stormy sky, swooping down above the river, hundreds of dragons fly. Lock the door, stay safe, stay in, stay home. Down the dark streets the dragons roam. Lock the door, stay safe, stay in, stay home. Down the dark streets the dragons roam. Good. What I'd like you to do as I sing it again is do an ostinato. Just really quietly. Can you sing? Please do not eat me. Please do not eat me. Please do not eat me. Listen to the trumpet, because the trumpet's going to help you out with the ostinato. I'm going to play guitar, so you have to keep going with that ostinato with the trumpet. Ready, and off you go. Please do not eat me. Please do not eat me. Keep going. Please do not eat me. Please do not eat me. Gliding over snowy mountains, soaring through the stormy sky, swooping down above the river, hundreds of dragons fly. Lock the door, stay safe, stay in, stay home. Down the dark streets the dragons roam. Lock the door, stay safe, stay in, stay home. Down the dark streets the dragons roam. Good. Hopefully you carried on singing the ostinato and were listening to the trumpet who was helping you out. Right, we're going to sing the song one more time. This time you have a choice. You can sing the ostinato, please do not eat me, or you can sing the song, gliding over. And if you want to, you can go back, listen to the song again with the words underneath, and then come back to this section and sing the words with me. Now there's one more thing I want to add to our singing this time. I want us to start the song like this. Okay? Hopefully some of you will know what this means. This P in music means piano, which means soft. Okay, so I want us to start soft. And as the song goes on, I want us to grow in courage and grow in volume. So by the end of the song, we are this. And hopefully some of you know what this means. This is F. It stands for forte, which means strong or loud. Okay, so we're going to start the song very, very quietly. And we're going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow in courage and be quite loud by the end. Right, hopefully you've made your mind up whether you're singing the ostinato or the words with me. If you're singing the ostinato, you're going to go first. Ready and off you go. Please do not eat me. Please do not eat me. Please do not eat me. Stay quiet. Please do not. Everyone else sing the song now. Gliding over snowy mountains, soaring through the stormy skies. Bit louder. Swooping down above the river, hundreds of dragons fly. Lock the door, stay safe, stay in, stay home. Down the dark streets the dragons roam. Lock the door, stay safe, stay in, stay home. Down the dark streets the dragons roam. Good. Hopefully you know the song Dragons by now. And like I said before, if you want to go back and listen to it again with the words, then you can do that. Now it's on to Mr. Warwick, who's got a challenge for you this week.
Right, this week's challenge is to make an instrument. Now, the instrument we need is a percussion instrument. So I don't want you to make a trumpet or something like that. Percussion instrument is something you hit. Now, I'm lucky enough that because I'm a music teacher, I've got lots of percussion instruments. So here's a wood block. You might have seen one of these before. You hit it with a stick like this and it sounds like this. Now, it's really useful for playing rhythms or playing the words of a song. Okay, I've also got a frog. You've probably seen these before. You can stroke it like that. It sounds a bit like a frog, or you can tap him on the nose. It's really good for playing rhythms. I've also got a really big set of claves like this. And did you notice that if you switch them around, do they sound different? Does that sound different to you? Switch again. Do you hear the difference? One's a bit higher, one's a bit lower. That's because they weigh different amounts, just because every bit of wood is different. Okay, now I've also got some claves like this, which are much smaller, make a much smaller sound. Shall I try them the other way around, see what happens? Oh, it's a little bit higher. I've also got a drum. Okay, so that makes a good sound, doesn't it? And also, if I put my hand inside and touch touch the skin, changes the sound a bit, doesn't it? I can press harder. Watch my fingers. Okay, so that's the little drum that I've got. Now, I don't suppose you have most of those instruments. If you have, that's great. You might be able to use them in the lessons. So whilst you're watching the videos, if you're asked to clap something, you could use your instrument. Or if you are asked to tap something, you could tap it. Many of us, though, won't have instruments like that at home. So our challenge this week is to make something. Okay, so there's two things that we can try and make. So either we can aim at making claves, something you might think this is a good idea. Get two spoons, hit them together. They look a little bit like claves because they're long and thin, but listen to the sound. Oh, it's really high pitched, isn't it? It's not very nice to listen to. But you might be able to get a wooden spoon, and if you've got two of those and bang them together, it sounds much nicer. I haven't got two, I've only got one, but I've also got a spatula which has a wooden handle. So what happens if I bang those together? Oh, that's pretty good. What about the other end? Oh, even better. What about if I try and hold it like a clave? That's all right. I've actually got lots of spatulas, so maybe I could use two. Oh, that's quite quiet. What about if I hold it like this? Okay, so you could experiment with all the things in your kitchen. Make sure you've got permission to do that. See what instruments you can make that sound a little bit like claves. Now, the other thing that I played, the drum, we're going to try and see if you can make something out that works a bit like a drum. So it's not going to sound like a drum, but it works like a drum, and so it will sound quite nice. So what about a chopping board? What does that sound like? Sort of, it doesn't really sound like a drum, but you could hit it and you could do rhythms. Like that. That sounds all right, doesn't it? Okay, what about a milk bottle? Now, obviously, make sure it's empty. Give it a rinse out so it hasn't got milk in it going smelly at the bottom. And then I wonder whether it sounds better with the lid on or the lid off, and whether you hit it with a spoon, a wooden spoon, or with a metal spoon, about the same, or with a spatula, or with your hand. Sounds basically the same every time, doesn't it? So try it with the lid on and the lid off, see which one you prefer. What about a lunchbox? What do you think that's going to sound like? Sounds all right, doesn't it? What about with a stick? Or oh. So you've got all sorts of things there. Another idea, a cereal packet. Now don't use one that's got cereal in it, because you need that to eat, and you'll break all the cereal and it'll be not as nice to eat, will it? But once you've finished eating, you can save the box and sellotape up the top. Now, I haven't finished my cereal. It's empty, but I took the bag of cereal out so I could show you this box. So I haven't sellotaped it up, but if you sellotape it up, that'll stop it from just sort of opening up, and then makes quite a good sound. Okay, for a smaller cereal packet, what sort of sound do you think that will make? Basically the same. So there's loads of different things that you could get to make a percussion instrument, and mostly a percussion instrument is something that you hit. So a drum or sticks, those are things that you hit, not brothers. Those are not percussion instruments, so don't hit them. Okay, so that's your challenge this week. See if you can come up with an idea to make a percussion instrument, and then you'll be able to use it next week in your music lesson. Okay? See ya!